Welcome back to another Berry Chaotic vlog. I'm Jerry B. Berry. I was really excited. I just got home from my market. It's very late, but I was really excited to tell you about it. So it was like my best market yet ever of the year. I used the Square POS system to track all of my purchases, which was amazing. Super good, super nice. It makes a little report for you, which is super cute. I'm gonna bring it up. So this market was $100 booth fee, and I totally forgot to like film on here for like my setup, so maybe editor Jerry can put that video in here. I took a video on my phone, so that's like a little 20-second clip or something that I can put here for you to see my setup. I had 29 total sales, but that isn't the total amount of things, because I had certain sales had multiple items in it. But the total I made today was $522. Boom, we cracked 500. Never done that before at a market. And honestly, I feel like we could have sold more if I would have had more itty bitties, specifically like black cats. I sold every black cat I made. So I sold 43 items, $522. Go us. High five to you. We did it. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed and I'll see you tomorrow. I've been making itty bitty kitties today, slowly but surely. I haven't made that many. I'll go over it in a second. But most importantly, is this enough velvet yarn to make an itty bitty kitty? We're gonna find out. This is the last of my blue. Let's see if I win yarn chicken. Okay, so we definitely lost yarn chicken. I'm just gonna tie white on and I'll make him $5. That'll be that. And I won't give him the colorful eyes. I'll just put black eyeballs on him. So that's the plan. I'm just gonna frog to about the tail back here, and that's where I'll tie the white on. So the white's not just like right in the middle of his face where it starts. And we're gonna go from there. I'll show you when it's done. Okay, so here is what this final kitty looked like. I even made one little paw blue. I actually don't hate it. I think he'll be fine at the $8 price range. He's stuffed, he's cute, he's just a little different, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, so, and then I made these two. I made a blue eye and a green eye with blue yarn. And then I made these gray, and they have blue, green, and then yellow eyeballs. So you can check those guys out. I was surprised at how many people loved these eyes. I honestly thought they were a little creepy when I first started using them, but at the market yesterday, everybody was obsessed. They were like, oh my gosh, my cat has green eyes or yellowish eyes or blue or whatever. So we're gonna keep using them. Yep. So now I'm just working on black cats. I want to make like 3, maybe 3, even 6 black cats, or maybe some variation of like black and white or gray and white. I don't know, we'll see. But that's not gonna happen tonight. I'm probably gonna finish up like one to two more cats. I haven't been working nonstop, to be honest. I napped today, made dinner. I had to do some running around. We did some errands. So it wasn't like I was working like a million hours or anything. Each cat only takes me like 20 minutes tops, I think. And I usually get like 3 or so done, and then I do all the noses at once. So I'll check in with you. Okay, so I was just trying to think to myself, like, how many days do I have until my next market? I have a big weekend-long market coming up, and I have 17 full working days. And if I make 6 itty-bitties a day, that's 102 itty-bitty things. That is quite a lot. But also, I would need to, also either pick days to not make itty-bitty things and focus on some larger things. So here, I'm just going to think out loud with you guys, and I think it'll help me. I need to make ducks and geese. I think I need to make definitely more geese. Those are good cracks. I still have 1 yellow duck left, but the geese, just everybody just loves them so much. So they're always one of the first things to sell. So I think ideally I would like to have maybe 3 geese. 3? And I was thinking I could even make maybe one of them black, so it could look like one of those black ducks, like Daffy Duck maybe? I don't know. So that's what I was thinking. I already have a yellow one, and maybe I could make another mallard one. People do really love the mallard duck, and it finally did sell, but it was one of the last ducks to sell. So that's that. But the geese are people really love the geese. I still have plenty of chickens. And then as well as all of the itty bitty things, I did want to make medium-sized cats. People really love the medium cat, which is technically the mini loaf cat pattern by Annie Caraway Art, but I consider that my medium-sized, since these are the itty bitty ones. Okay, so I think if I spend one day making a duck geese, and one day making mini loaf cats, I think I still have enough large loaf cats. I have 4 maybe of the larger loaf cats. So that means if I have only 15 days to make itty bitty things, and I make 6 itty bitties a day, I could have 90 itty bitty things. So I think that's pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna challenge. That's what I'm gonna do. Challenge myself for these next 17. For the next 15 days, at least 6 itty bitty things a day. That's kind of what this vlog is going to turn into now. How many itty bitties can we make in this vlog? Which is perfect because we started with my recap last night. Today we have our 6 done. And I'm going to start working on this. I'm going to finish up this black one in like 1 second. He just needs his feet and sewn up. So yeah, we'll see how many itty bitties we make by the end of this week. Our goal would be 6. I would end the video on Saturday. So that's 6 days. That's 36. Okay. So maybe editor Jerry can put that up here. Ooh. Goal is 36. Maybe you can put in the comments, you guess how many you think I'll make this week. Do you think I can make 36? Do you think I'll make more than 36? I don't know. We also have to keep in mind that I start a real job tomorrow. I will be working for 4 hours a day starting tomorrow. So that means no crochet time. So we'll see. We'll see how I do. And if I can meet that goal of getting the 36 done this week, then I think we'll change next week and we'll do some bigger items and we'll see how many bigger items we can make, like loaf cats, geese, that kind of thing. And then the last few days I have before the market, I'll go back to itty bitty things. So there we go. Okay, so we have kitties, we have pigs, cows, horses. Unicorns are kind of bundled into that. I'm trying to visualize my table of stuff that's sold. I don't think I need any fruits and veggies. I think that'll come last. They definitely sell way less than the animals. We have dinos. Everybody loves all the dinos. We have Triceratops, Stegosaurus, T-Rex. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 categories. I think that's pretty good, right? Cows, pigs, horses. Our chickens and ducks. Okay, that's it. Yep, we definitely need chickens. I'm going to count chickens and ducks as one because a lot of times people don't really know the difference. They think the ducks are chicks. So, which is fair because baby chickens are usually yellow. Anyways, so that's perfect. 6 categories. Today we did cats. So then tomorrow we can work on one of the other ones. 6 days, 6 categories. Done. High five. I should actually time myself this time. Okay, let's do a time check. I can't see that. Hang on. I have all these things. Okay, time check. 10:29. Okay, let's see how long a kitty takes. Okay, we are almost done. We'll do a time check in just 1 second. Cut that and tuck this little tail in. Hello, little tail? You're cutting into my time here, friend. You're usually not a problem. Of course. Okay. It's like it knew I was on a time crunch. Okay, let's see our time. 53. So this took 24 minutes, 23, 24 minutes. And then the noses literally take me 1 second at the end. So now we know. For website listings, this is what I've been thinking. For website listings, am I listing each one with different colored eyes differently? Like so that you can pick that you want the gray cat with the blue eyes on my website? Or am I posting just gray kitten on my website and with the caveat in the description that the eye colors may be different? And for $8, it doesn't matter? This is what I've been thinking about. Also, I got feedback at my market that I haven't heard before, that my plushies are very firm, that I stuff them very well. Thought that was interesting. And I have noticed that other crocheters do not put as much stuffing in theirs as I do. Like, these are hard to squish. They're like stress balls. Like, there's a lot of stuffing in there. Actually, that's probably like a good 5-6 minutes of my time making them is stuffing them really well. So the stuffing that I start with for a cat is probably like this much stuffing. That looks crazy, I know. Maybe next time I do it, I'll show you with the next itty bitty thing. I don't know, man. I feel like tomorrow I want to make dinos because I kind of want to switch to using Juicy Couture. And the dinos look really cute in Juicy Couture yarn, so I'll probably do that. Okay, bye. Good night. You'll see me in the morning. For you, it'll take like 1 second. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Good morning. It is Tuesday the 26th. I'm going to work. I'm going to go to my job now. School isn't actually in session. I'm going before the kids start, so it'll be pretty chill. Probably paperwork stuff. And I know for sure cleaning. She told me to dress for cleaning. Don't dress to impress. So today I'm going to, I think, work on pigs. That's the next on my list, and my brain just loves going in order of the way I wrote things down to keep checking them off. So whenever I get home, we'll see if I can get 6 piggies done today. Should I make non-pink pigs? That's what I'm wondering. I feel like it's hard to tell that they're pigs at such a small size if they're not pink. That's just me. Maybe we can do like different shades of pink. I'm gonna think about it. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm gonna head to my big girl job now. I'll check in with you after. We are back from our day job and now we're gonna crochet. I have to go pick up my daughter soon from school, but I have some time. I picked out these 3 Juicy Couture pinks for piggies. So I'm going to try to do 2 of each. I have Pink Diamond Sparkle, Soft Glow, and Hot Pink. Let's go. We'll see how many I can get done before I have to pick her up. Oh my gosh, also, Taylor Swift got engaged today. So cute. But also, how dare she do that while I was at work? Just kidding. Okay. Okay, 1 pig done. This took me about as long as the cat did last night. I think it's been about 23 minutes, but I didn't do like a legit time check. I was also talking a lot online with my friend, so I couldn't go as fast, but still, that's pretty good. Oh, should I add more stuffing? Yeah, maybe. Let's do that. Like I said, I do be adding a lot of stuffing. I like them to be really like plump and firm, because over time your stuffing does wear down, just like your pillow that you put your head on at night. So I always like to overstuff, if anything, which is why I'm so anal about having like really tight tension and using smaller hook sizes, because I want to be able to stuff it really good without getting holes in my stitches, or gaps in my stitches, I guess is what I should say. So this is Juicy Couture yarn, and I'm using a 4mm. Sometimes I will use a 5, sometimes, but I was feeling the 4mm today. So here's this little guy with his tail might be a bit too big, but to be honest, I don't think it really matters. People love the little pigs, and I feel like having the extra exaggerated curly tail just really makes people see like pig. So what's interesting is I did have someone buy my brown itty bitty horse with like the long black hair, and it was a boy, and he was like, "My God, look, it's an emo pig." And I was like, "Yep, that's what that is, emo pig." I thought that was funny, but I never really question when people are like, "Look, it's a thing," or "Is it a this?" I'm just like, "Yep, that's what it is. Whatever you said, that's what it is." Because I think art is up to interpretation, and whatever you as the art buyer think it is, that's what it should be, you know? That's just me. If they flat out say like, "But is this a chicken? Like, is that what you call it, a chicken, or do you call it a duck?" I'm like, you know, in my system, it says duck, but you can call it whatever I want you to call it whatever you want to call it. That's how I usually work it. So he is done. I'm going to go change out of these pants specifically and put on shorts because it got really hot today. And I was working in these pants today. We are cleaning the preschool, so they're just yucky. I'm going to change my pants, and then I'm going to go get my daughter from school. But this little piggy is done. The nice thing is the piggies don't need anything extra. They don't need any extra like embroidery. They're just, once they're done. And there's his little curly tail. Okay, 1 done, and then we're going to go get ready to leave. 5 more to go today. Hello. I'm finishing up my second black pig. I forgot to put his tail on like while I was crocheting it, so I'll have to do it after and sew it on. I've done that before, not a big deal. But the black pigs are pretty cute. I feel like they may be mistaken for cats, but we'll see. I forgot I have to stuff him more. But this is my first blue pig, or sorry, black pig. Cute. And then I was thinking, I was just talking to my son, and I was like, is Angry Birds still a thing? Like, should I make a green pig? I don't know. And then he was like, yeah, they're actually coming out with a 3rd movie. And I was like, 3rd? What about the 2nd one? How did I not know there was a 2nd one? So maybe I'll make a green one? Question mark? Okay, so I know I mentioned that I use quite a bit of stuffing, and I think I'm going to end up using almost all of this for an itty bitty pig. This is how firm I stuff them, just so you know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do a little time lapse for you, and I'll stuff like in person for you. In person. That's not a thing. We're gonna stuff on camera. That's maybe better. She's a prophecy. Don't want money. Doesn't do I have to speak to about if they can redo the prophecy. Okay, so not the whole pile, but pretty close, because I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's good. So there's this much left. So most of it. There you go. Now you know. I squeeze a lot in here. Okay, let me seal this up. This is officially pig number 6. Let me get them out for you, and we will show you. Okay, I gotta find my needle again. Okay, here is our itty bitty count for today. I don't think I'm gonna do any more tonight, but I might. We'll see. Anyways, The first two pigs I finished were these sparkly pink diamonds, and they are different. This one, the tail is more on top. This one, the tail is definitely in the back, and their eyes are set differently. So that's cool. Okay. Then I did the two black ones. These ones are kind of the same, but both times, for some reason, I forgot to crochet the tail in, and I had to sew it on later. So their tails are different. They look different. They're sewn on different. And then they have different eyes. One has blue eyes and one has green eyes. Okay. Also, sometimes their feet are in different positions because sometimes I count weird. I don't know how to explain that right now. Okay. And then I have one soft glow. This one is similar to this guy with wide apart eyes and tail in the back. But this is soft glow, this is pink diamond sparkle. Very similar, but this is a warm tone pink and this is a cool tone pink. Okay. And then last but not least, for the pinks, I'll put them all up here so you can see a comparison, is the hot pink. So you can see this is like a pink. Like when I think of the color pink, I think this. Like this is almost Barbie pink. And then he is also, actually it's funny, these three are all pretty similar. I think I just like the wide set eyes better on pigs and the tails in the back. So I actually took a lot of photos of this one during the process. Man, he is the firmest. Now that I'm squishing him. Put a lot of stuffing in this guy. Anyways, I took a lot of pictures of this one and I'm going to type up the pattern and I'll probably post it for free on my Instagram. So editor Jerry, let us know. Is it available right now on Instagram? I don't know if I'll have it done by then. Maybe. There'll be text up here to let you know if it's ready or not. Okay, the next thing on my list, I don't know where my list is. Okay, next thing on my list is cows. So I will do cows tomorrow. Good morning, my lovely vlog. It is Wednesday the 27th, and I did in fact finish a little Highland cow last night after I stopped filming. I left his bangs really, really long because it was late and I was kind of tired and I didn't want to mess it up. I may trim them a wee bit today, but he's done. Made his horns longer than the last one. So I will still try to make 6 itty bitties today, but if for some reason I don't get all 6 done, I'm going to count this as one for today. That's what I've decided. Okay, I'm going to be going to my day job in just a minute. I just wanted to check in with you this morning and show you the little guy I made last night. Hi vlog, I am finishing up a cow, this kind of cow. I've only made 3 cows today, and that includes like the 1.5 I showed you this morning. I did not get a lot done today as far as crochet stuff. I had a really busy day doing other things, unfortunately. So I don't know how much later I'm gonna stay up. I don't know if I'm gonna get any more cows done. I feel like I might just go to bed early tonight. I am more exhausted than I expected to be from my new job. So it's just hard to get a lot of stuff done now at least. But also we just had a busy day. I had to pick the kids up early today, and then I had to go to Costco. So it was just a busy day for non-crochet life. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do extra tomorrow if I go to bed early. I don't know. Because I know I don't really have the mental capacity to make another dairy cow tonight. It's a lot with the color changing. I'm already messing up, actually. I'm like doing my counts wrong and stuff. So I feel bad. I really wanted to get 6 done, but I don't think I'm going to be able to tonight. I think I'm just going to finish this one and like watch a show for a little bit on YouTube, or watch something on YouTube for a little bit and then call it a night, I think. Good night, vlog. Night. Sorry I didn't film a lot today. Oh, wait. Let me show you what I did make. I have 2 Highland cows, and I still need to trim their bangs a little bit. Their hair is too long, so I'll trim that later. And then I made a bull just to save time. So this little bull cow, I gave him like really long horns. And then like I said, I'm working on a dairy cow. He needs his little horns after I stuff him, but I do want to make more. Good morning, vlog. It is Thursday the 28th. I did end up making an itty bitty chicken while I was watching TV last night. So I made 5 things total. I was just 1 away from my goal. I think I'm going to try to make 1 more chicken before I leave and head to work today. We'll see if I get it done. I have about 30 minutes, so we should be able to get 1 chicken done and watch some YouTube this morning before I head to work. Let's see what we do. I think I am going to work on chickens and ducks today, though, instead of going next in line, which is horses. I had a lot of fun making this, and I feel like they work up really fast. Okay. I went to Michael's. We'll do a little, let's do a little yarn haul, okay? I actually didn't get any crocheting done. Funny story. I decided to have a little girls' evening to myself. Met up with a friend for dinner, went to Michael's, did some shopping. Sorry. This challenge isn't going very well to get all these itty bitties done. Okay, so my little mini yarn haul is I got some more of this, it's called like whipped cream or vanilla cream or something. I think I only have 1 or 2 down there, and I know I need to make geese. And then my real reason for wanting to stop in the Michael's while we were near the Michael's was because of the new demi pearl that I kept seeing. I wanted to buy it and try it, so I got these 2 demi pearls, obviously for ducks. Sorry, let me put this down here. So I got the colors Pale Banana and Peach Cobbler. Love these. This feels so soft, and I had heard, I think it was Crochet by Jenna, in her comparison she said that the most similar yarn she could compare it to is Crochet Me Zaddy's yarn, Zaddy Craft yarn, and that's what made me want to buy it, because I love a really good chenille by Zaddy Crafts, but with the shipping issues coming to America, I haven't bought anymore. So I also didn't want to, like, it does take a while for it to get here, and his you know, his store sells out a lot. It's a very popular yarn, and he's a very small business, so I need to make sure that I have stuff that's like super readily available to me, so I don't tend to buy that as much. Anyhow, a really good chenille is a really good chenille yarn, and I'm excited to see if this is like similar vibes. And then while I was there, I was unexpectedly so excited about this yarn. I had no idea this is what I was gonna find today. I got 3 Bernat Big Frosted skeins. Oh my god, this is the softest yarn, literally the softest yarn I've ever felt in my whole life. So I got 3 skeins. This, I was thinking Jumbo Loaf Cat, because this is a 7 weight. It is thick. It is a thick boy. I'm going to be using like a 9mm hook for this. So I was thinking Loaf Cat, gray Loaf Cat, like Jumbo. This was giving me chicken vibes, so this will be like a jumbo chicken. And then this was giving me horse vibes. It's probably not picking it up on camera very well, but this is like a brown frosted compared to this black frosted. Maybe you can see the difference better with that. So I can give you the actual colors. This is Coffee Bean. This is Nighttime. I love these names. So cute. I wanted to buy literally one of every color. Literally. And then this one is Smoke Show. Ooh. Okay, so that's what I got. That was my little mini haul. I'm really excited to try them. Like, really excited to try them. I'm kind of sad I can't try them tonight. I have to try to find somewhere to put them on the yarn wall, because also I have more yarn back here that I bought without showing you guys. I have like mystical yarn that I bought one day. I have like, yeah, I just have random yarn that I pick up whenever I stop by sometimes, and I have to find homes for it all. There is room in here. There are gaps. I left gaps on purpose, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I can show you a quick thickness difference between the demi pearl and the Bernat since I have both in front of me. They're both classified as a 6, but there's definitely a weight difference. You can see this one is definitely thicker than this one, but this just feels like so squishy, so soft and so squishy. I can't wait to see like how it is with shedding and frogging and stuff. It feels very durable. I'm really happy with this. Honestly, Sweet Snuggles was not my favorite. I would buy it and use it sometimes, but Sweet Snuggles was not my favorite. I hated working with it. It was impossible to frog and redo. It was impossible to do a magic circle. I was never a fan of Sweet Snuggles. So if they are ultimately going to replace it with this, I'm happy. Or even if they don't replace it, but they're just going to keep offering this in more colors, I'd be so happy. My store had limited colors. My store only had like 2 different yellows, orange, green, 2 pinks, and then like a brown, and maybe like a tan or something like that. That was it. But I know I can order it online and have it shipped to me, so. Okay, back to business. So far today, all I made was 1 chicken. Made this today. I think I showed you earlier. If I didn't show you the final one, I was working on it earlier. I am almost done with the black chicken. I'm gonna start closing it up and making the head right now. I want to make 1 more black chicken, and then I want to make 2 gray chickens, and then I can move on to ducks. So I don't know that I will get 3 more chickens done tonight. We'll see how late I stay up. I'm gonna go put some YouTube on and see how much I can get done. I'm also eating ice cream that I bought at the store today. So I will check in with you tonight, maybe? We'll see. Okay, we did it. We did it. I'm going to bed. I made 5 chickens today. Okay. And then we have these 2. Right? Very cute. Let's do like a little thumbnail. Ready? Everybody say cheese. Or maybe we'll do like a aww. Okay. 5 chickens in the crate. And then my 6th thing that I made was a horse. I already had the yellow out for making the yellow chicken, and it kind of gave me like spirit vibes, spirit stallion of the Cimarron. So made this guy. Again, I just leave his hair long, and then you do what you want with it. You can clip it back, you can braid it, you can push all of this behind his ear, and he can just be free that way. Boom. Okay. I'm gonna head to bed. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday the 29th. My plan today is to continue working on horses. So I'm gonna start this like light brown one right now. I think I do want 3 of them to be unicorns. The unicorn was super popular and it was the first thing to sell at my last market. So I think I'm only gonna make like 3 horses, and then I'm gonna make 3 unicorns. So yeah, I think I made that pale yellowish one last night. I'll make this brown one. And then I'm thinking I will either do a gray or a black one. And that'll be that. And then I'll do some unicorns. And I like to make the unicorns generally out of white and then do fun colored hair with like a gold horn. I don't know why. I feel like a white unicorn is just classic. So I think that's my plan. Obviously, it's a weekday. I have to get my kids to school. I have to get myself to work and gotta make dinner, all of that. We'll see if we can get 6 things done today. Hi. It's Saturday, the 30th. I just did the math and I need to make 8 itty bitty things to reach my goal of 36 itty bitties this week. So that's what I'm gonna focus on. I've only made 1 thing so far today, so 7 more to go. And I have to put the hair on this one. I only made 3 things yesterday. I didn't even show them to you. I'll show you at the end of this video when we do like a wrap up. But I made 2 regular horses and 1 unicorn last night. And then today I made the body of another unicorn, but it needs all of its hair and its horn. So the things that I still need to make are 4 ducks, 2 cows, and probably like 1 more unicorn at least, so that's 7. And if I need to make 8 things, the last one can be like a choose your own adventure. You know, whether I make like an extra unicorn, extra chicken, duck, whatever. I decided to get rid of dinosaurs. I don't think I'm going to be taking dinosaurs to any of my future markets. Now that it's fall, I want all my extra table space to go towards Halloween stuff. I don't want to take up any more space with dinosaurs. So I was accepted to a market that I was hoping to get into, and then that made me look at my calendar, and I realized I have 4 markets in the month of September. Like, girl, what are you doing? So I think I'm hoping that I can get my inventory up to like somewhere in like the $8,000 range. I know that sounds crazy, but I think that's kind of my goal. And at some point today, I'm gonna do some math to see like what combination of items I will need to get to that number. Like, look at the inventory I currently have, and I think I have about $2,000 worth of inventory right now. And then do the math to see like how many itty bitties did I sell at my last market? How many do I hope? So like, and then take that and say I hope to sell this or more at each market. Do the math for that, and just, yeah, I think I'm going to be messing around with some spreadsheets later on today. I'm currently making duckies. I've made 2. This is the 3rd one, and I decided that my 4th ducky will be a yellow one. I already have like 2 different yellow ones. I have a burnout velvet yellow and then a juicy couture yellow. I think I'm going to make another juicy couture yellow because yellow ducks are classic. So, and that way all my ducks will be done, my itty bitty ducks. And then from there I will make, what else am I missing? Cows. I'll probably work on making 2 more cows. I think I just want to do 2 dairy cows, to be honest. I'm just so tired. I could fall asleep literally like at any minute. I already drank coffee. I'm like dozing off. I'm trying to find things that keep me awake and entertained. It's a whole thing. My body is just exhausted. I can't wait to do a roundup with you guys and show you my whole itty bitty army of things that I've made this week. It's gonna be so exciting. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to focus and stay awake. Should I make another cup of coffee? Probably not. That's probably too much caffeine. Okay, I got my 4 ducks done. I will show you later, I promise. And honestly, I think I'm gonna make more because they're really fun and they're really cute. But I wanted to finish making like my last horse first. Horse/unicorn. And this is actually going to be a Pegasus, and I'm going to put wings on it. I talked to my friend Kendra, who I talk about on here a lot because she does a lot for my website and my business. But Kendra is a loud and proud certified horse girly, horse girl for life. So I sent her a picture of all my juicy couture yarn, and I was like, what colors should I make? Here's what I have so far. And so she threw out some ideas, but then she was like, oh my gosh, what about a black horse with like whimsical colored hair, maybe pinks or purples? And I was like, yes, love this. And so then I was like, black sparkly body, fun colorful hair. Are we thinking unicorn or regular horse? And then she sent me a picture of what she was currently painting. And she was painting a Pegasus. And I was like, oh my God, black Pegasus, fun hair. And then she sent me this cute little gif of all these little Pegasuses landing in water. And the black one had purple hair. So that's what we're doing, a black sparkly Pegasus. I'll put little black wings on him, and I'll give him purple hair. And that is the plan. I was really excited. That gave me a good like little serotonin boost to see her so excited about it. I still have to put hair on this one. I don't know if I even showed you this earlier, but this is my other going to be unicorn. He still needs his horn in his hair. I'll do it later. Editor Jerry here with the voiceover, and this is the wrap up of all the itty bitties I made. I have 5 duckies, 9 cats. I have some little Highland cows back there, a black bull, I have all my pigs, my 4 pink ones, my 2 black ones, 2 dairy cows, a brown bull, and then I have all my horses and my Pegasuses and my unicorns, and then I have my 6 chickens. So I think altogether I made 38 itty bitties this week. So I reached my goal of 36 plus 2. Thanks for watching. Love you. Forehead kisses to subscribers. Love you. Bye. Bye.